Y'all, computer error and issues and updates. Have you ever been at, I think it's the launch of the rocket today. When you get civilians working in space, it messes up our internet. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'm Devin O'Day. This is Main Street today, and we have got great music. We got the Fats Kaplin Gang standing by in the waiting room. But first of all, we're going to talk about our amazing military, our Air Force. And with that, I'm going to get her to introduce herself along with, we've got Master Sergeant Melissa Hilsebeck. And who is your partner with you there today?
Hi, yes, today we have Technical Sergeant David Loving.
Hi, David. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Well, I am so grateful. We love sharing the story of our incredible military and what a great opportunity it is for people. Let's talk a little bit about the difference in the Air Force and other branches of the service and what drew you both to this branch of service.
I'll start with the differences. I guess what the Air Force is really known for is our quality of life. And for most of us, it really translates to job satisfaction. But the one thing that the Air Force is completely different from any other branch is that everyone who joins, once they graduate basic training, they're automatically enrolled into an associate's degree in applied science for their career field. So we get an associate's degree for learning how to do our job, and we have to take a couple of core traditional classes to complete the requirements, but that's completely different from any other branch.
Yeah. We see movies like, with fighter pilots and things like that, but there are a lot of jobs in the Air Force that do not require you to be a pilot. And I think that would probably be the first thing everybody wants to do is be a pilot. But what are some of the let's look at all the different the scopes of other things that there are to do in the Air Force.
So I'll speak a little bit on that. That I believe only 6% of the Air Force actually flies. The other 94% of the Air Force can be anything from a cop, firefighter, cybersecurity, helping protect our internet. They can be. I was actually a carpenter, so we have carpenters, plumbers. But some of the career fields we're looking for the most right now, we have thousands and thousands of aircraft. So we have anything from engine mechanics to body mechanics, working on the electrical and electronics on aircraft, even working on, we even help recruit for the Space Force now and some of the missiles and space jobs.
Wow.
So it's a wide range, 130 plus jobs that people can come into.
What if there's someone who has graduated high school, they haven't entered college because they go, look, I don't have money for college. I don't even know what I want to do. But we've sparked an interest with just these questions right now. How would they get in touch with you, and how could they find out more about the opportunities there are with the Air Force?
Oh, so there's actually a few ways. Number one is going to be go to airforce.com. You're going to click on locate recruiter. You'll put in your zip code and it'll give you the name, phone number, and email address of the recruiter that's responsible for your area. There's also a lot of good information on airforce.com to talk about our career fields and kind of like the process of joining. But there's also, we have what's called the Aim High app.
Okay.
The App Store, it's free. We have all of our members who are joining. Once they're in our delayed entry program, we have them download it. And so their family can download it and they can kind of track their process through basic training. But there's a lot of amazing real-time information on that app that anybody can download.
Okay. So you said the BT word, basic training. We see all the shows, we see all the movies. What's it like in the Air Force? Is it like the worst experience of your life? Is it hard? Is it what? I mean, because there's a lot required. Once you're in the military, physically, there's a huge requirement on you. So let's talk a second about what it requires. What's basic training like?
So I would not say it's not easy, but it is a challenge. A lot of Air Force basic military training is you're marching, you're having these little tasks that you have to do to learn attention to detail, and it's actually a lot of classroom time, learning about the Air Force and what it means to be an airman. So we do physical fitness 5 or 6 days a week?
5 or 6 days a week.
Yeah, 5 days a week, just for an hour. So it's not as physically demanding as some of the other branches, I feel, but it is still a challenge mentally, for sure.
Well, anybody who is looking for their next step, it is worth getting the Aim High app and going to airforce.com and finding your recruiter near you, because I bet you anything that they would have a question about, you could answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, and it's open for women and for men. Correct.
Yes. All career fields, even our special warfare career fields, except women. It's not like you have to be a certain gender to have a job. It's open to everyone. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Now, last question. What drew you, Melissa, to the Air Force?
So, and this is why I'm glad I had this opportunity, just talk to a few people or whoever's listening, to let them know the Air Force is out there. When I decided to serve, I wanted to really just be a part of something bigger. I was really inspired because of 9/11. I wanted to do my part. I wanted to experience a deployment and just be a part of the fight. But I almost joined another branch because I didn't know what the Air Force was. So I didn't grow up around military. And knowing what I know now, I know I would have been successful in any branch of service. But I am just really glad I had one person say, you should really check out the Air Force. So, but that's what inspired me to join, and I'm happy I'm here now.
We are happy that you're there as well. And David, what was your inspiration to go into the Air Force?
Well, I tried out college like many of our parents tell us to do when we're younger. Like you need a college degree to be successful in life. And they kind of guided me towards engineering. And I tried a bunch of different math courses, calculus courses. And next thing I knew, I was trying out a bunch of different majors. And I just felt like I was spinning my wheels, not really going anywhere. And I was 21 years old, about to get married, had a roommate. Life was tough, it creeps on you pretty quickly. And so I was like, there's got to be something out there where I can finish college. They can help pay for me to finish college. And I later did. And they also, since I was getting married, it allowed us to live a more comfortable life than me and my fiance were both working 2 jobs and barely making ends meet, and it does provide a good quality of life, and it also helped me finish 2 associates and a bachelor since I've been in too. So
wow, that must mean something. Y'all might have to go do something. Thank you so much for your time today. Aim High app, airforce.com. We appreciate your time today. And I love how it gives an alternative, because there's no one size fits all to life. That's and right. This is a perfect choice for somebody who's listening today. And we encourage them to reach out. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you very much for having us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I love giving alternatives. And I love our Air Force and our military and what they do. I also love great music. Y'all just know it. And the Fats Kaplin Gang, if y'all don't know about them, I'm going to give you a little video of what they sound like, but they've got a show, and I cannot wait to tell you all about it. They're in our waiting room. We'll talk to them next.
Thank you again, y'all. Sun so bright it could break my heart. Sky so blue almost could rip it apart. The air's clear, I can see it all now. It's way too perfect, I love it and wow. Hey, 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 beside my baby and dream of all that bright promise that the morning will bring. Another day to love, laugh and to cry. Another day for me to find out, is it my day to die? Hey, hey!
Hey, hey, beautiful world.
Hey,
Hey, hey, beautiful world.
hey!
Hey, hey, beautiful world.
I'd like to live in it. What kind of chance do I stand tomorrow? Any I can buy, beg, steal, borrow. You wanna cut me down, oh, don't you try. Alright, go ahead, but I don't buy it. It's all ridiculous, it's all too sublime. This world is hell, but how the world can turn on a dime. I haven't got any quarrel with the heavens above, but I'd like to stay right here in the world I love.
Beautiful world.
Hey, hey, hey,
Beautiful world.
I'd like to live in it. One more day. Hey,
Beautiful world.
hey, Once again, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. This is what makes it a beautiful world for us. Wes Langlois, Justin Amaral, Mr. Fats Kaplin, I am Christy Rose. A big round of applause for yourself.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me get a little different view here, but let me see. Oh, now here we go. I'm going to unmute you first, and then no, that's not the right one. Let's get this one. This one. There we go. Now we can all fit in there.
Okay, yay. Hi, Devin.
Hey, Devin.
You know, hi, Fats. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
You know, I got to tell everybody, I was a big fan, and I always followed the Dead Reckoning crew with Kevin Welch and Kieran Kane and Tammy Rogers and you, Fats Kaplin.
Yep.
And anytime I said, "Oh my gosh, anybody who can play that many instruments!" I mean, every time there was some new instrument added, it was always Fats playing it, from steel guitar to accordion to fiddle to guitar. I mean, it was just like everything.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. No, that's yes.
It is what you do.
Yeah, it's what I've never I play a lot of different instruments, and it was never. I can truthfully say I've done it since I was a kid, but slowly adding instruments. But it's never been something that I thought, oh, you know what, I'll play this because this would be good for business or career. Every instrument I've picked up has always been just something that interested me, and then later proved to be useful
You approached it from a love of the instrument or an interest in it, which also explains why you play all those Middle Eastern instruments like the saws and the oud and
Yeah, I love them. It's
in addition to
not a
everything
big
else.
call for it here in Nashville, but I love it all the same.
It's there are those people that are just gifted in instruments, and truly it's a gift. And then I had not met Christy, and then I saw you sing somewhere, and I went, "Oh my gosh, what a beautiful set!" And then I found out you make beautiful music together.
Yeah.
See how I did that?
The live clip that you played, I want folks to know that's just something that someone in the audience did with their phone. And that was actually shot at a show at the 5 Spot, getting that in there because, as Devin knows, we want to talk about the fact that we're playing out live again, and we're playing the 5 Spot again this coming Saturday. But Yes, Fats and I play together in the Fats Kaplin Gang. That's basically the gang is Fats and the two gentlemen, Justin and Wes, that you saw in the clip. And I sing songs, but they do a lot of instrumentals.
Yep.
Fats
Oh yeah. Oh,
lot
by
of
the way,
instruments.
from that same group, I'm going to play an instrumental when we close this interview
Oh.
because that's what we do. And I go, we would be here for 3 days if we started just pulling different instruments every time Fats picks up a new instrument on a video.
Yeah. But that's okay. We don't have
But I am going to play another one in just a few minutes.
Great.
Okay, great.
It'll be a surprise for us.
Yeah, the 5 spot, and tell people where that is because a lot of people, we're all over Middle Tennessee as far as what we do with Main Street. We talk about things going on, but it's in East Nashville.
It is. May I?
Yep.
Okay. It is in the 5 Points area, which is the heart, if you will, of East Nashville. And the 5 spot is a very beloved local, bar and music venue. Only 21 and over. I do want folks to know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, well, we love it. It's one of our very, very favorite places to play. It's very relaxed. A lot of musicians hang out there. There's
Right.
just a really good crowd. People love being there.
Wow.
They, of course, had to shut down for quite a while during the pandemic, but they really rose to the occasion in doing virtual shows and things like that. We did a couple. But at the end of May?
I think it was
Well, we did,
Yeah.
after they reopened. And we have done the first live show we've done as our group, the Fats Kaplin Gang, in so long. I mean, it just felt amazing. And you could tell everyone in the audience was so happy. So we generally play there about once a month.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And usually it had been sort of built around when Fats was not on the road because Fats has played with a lot of people on the road.
Yeah.
So we are playing there this Saturday. It's an early show at 6:00. Doors at 6. No,
Yes.
doors at 5. Show at 6 because that's what we like to do.
Yes.
Amen to the early show. Yes.
Yeah, we're down with the early shows. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We want to
Love
play
the
early.
6:00 show.
So 6:00 this coming Saturday at the 5 spot. And I will give a big shout out to the 5 spot. If folks, of course, we hope folks can come to see us, but just now that folks, if they haven't heard of the 5 spot before, to maybe just check who's coming and who's playing. There's almost always something interesting and fun going on there.
Absolutely. So if people wanted to get tickets to your show, can they pay at the door?
You just pay at the door. Yeah.
Yes,
I
at the
mean,
door.
it's just, it's a very casual thing. It's
Yeah.
just go to the door, pay, go in.
Yeah.
And again, I'm sorry, I will stay. But it is 21 and over.
21 and over. Okay.
Because that does come up occasionally because we have friends who like their kids really want to come see Fats and it is an early show.
21, but it's also, and just to reiterate, also the 5 spot though is, and it's moved, we've been here in Nashville for almost 30 years and, but periodically there has been a club over here and a club over here, but for quite a long time that the 5 spot has become like the kind of, that's the focal point, the mecca for like the real Nashville musicians, East Nashville scene, people trying out new material. It's like, that's the jam. That's the place you want to go and people go. And so it's the real Nashville.
It is the real Nashville. And when you say jam, I'm telling you, you actually mean jam because when you get the people that you have in the Fats Kaplin Gang together, there's singing and there's something that happens when great musicians get together. Yeah. And it's never played the same way twice.
Yeah, that's true. And it's,
That's
and
true.
we've played together for so many years now. We can just wing away. We get people, sometimes there's guests that come in.
Yeah, we have special guests and Fats does a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
He's always had an interest in magic, so he usually does one or two little sleight of hand things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's quite the variety show.
And there's stage magic. Now,
now how much?
more.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
Oh, and just okay. Now I'm going to digress. First of all, you were having technical difficulties. Maybe it's because it's World Chess Day and everyone's online playing chess.
That's
You
right.
know, it could be. It very well could be. Well, I'm actually doing a little story about World Chess Day coming up in just a second. And we're going to talk about that because there's actually a chess center over on Belmont.
Oh,
Oh, Fats knows.
I was
Fats
a member.
No kidding.
Fats
no,
is quite a fine chess player.
No, I'm a rated. I was a rated tournament player. I grew up in New York City. My uncle was a member of the Marshall Chess Club, and I was a member of the Marshall Chess Club for many, many, many years. And the Marshall Chess Club is the oldest chess club in the United States of America, and it's in the West Village. And I grew up in the chess scene as well, of New York City. So
as well as the magic scene. You're just so fascinating.
as well as the yes, and I was a child magician too, and this is all. But then music took over, thank goodness. But I know I used to play tournament chess all the time, and I actually follow chess like most people would follow some sport, football or baseball. I actually follow it.
Well, for those people that didn't realize, during the big payback, the chess center over on Belmont is located Belmont Lipscomb area, right there on Belmont.
Right.
And they teach children.
Yes.
And they have these rooms that are just filled with children, all completely quiet, focused. And they said nothing creates focus and feeds the attention span and the brain better than the game of chess. And none of these kids were talking. They were all focused and watching, and there wasn't a video screen
Right.
in the whole group. And it was fascinating. It's a nonprofit and people can be a part of it.
Yep.
And actually, let me see if I think I've got a picture of it. Let me see. And I didn't even know that you were a member. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I had
I
no
remember
idea.
when the early days when they opened.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
At that time, we lived just a few blocks
We
away.
lived a few blocks away from there.
Isn't that great? And so I love these pictures of these children, and they were just fascinated, and they were all playing. They were all part of it. And also, this is also one of my very favorite pictures of you.
And then there's that guy.
And then there's that guy. So this Saturday, 6:00 at the 5 spot, the Fats Kaplin Gang. Thank you guys for sharing with me and for
Kevin.
putting up with this crazy techno day.
That's all right. Okay. well,
It's
great.
the nature of it.
Yes.
It is. It's the rocket. It's the rocket.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
Thank you. And I'm going to,
Bye, everybody.
all right. Oh my gosh. I have never learned to play chess, but man, when you look at all the health benefits for your brain and everything, I thought, wow, I want to learn. I want to learn. So, and I had no idea that Fats and Christy knew anything about chess. I did not realize that Fats was a member of the Chess Center. It is a nonprofit that is in Nashville. You can find them on Facebook. You can help support them. Your kids can go and learn there. Isn't that amazing? I absolutely love it. So if you want to find out more about the Nashville Chess Center, find them on Facebook. It is International Chess Day, World Chess Day, and it is fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, we're going to close our show with Ms. Hannah Dasher, just a clip of her new video. It is out. She is the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, and she has been on the Grand Ole Opry. I just love her more than lunch and jewelry, and trying to get her to come visit us on the show. She's part of the Whiskey Jam family, and she's got a brand new video. So you guys follow it. Be safe. Be kind. I know you can't see. Come on, kindness. It's my Paulina Jane shirt. I wear it all the time because I want to encourage everybody to increase the kindness out there. So have a good one, everybody. Bye. Remember, you are loved.